Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I want to say thank you to all of you who have signed up for my tarot course. I'm so happy and so excited. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I am teaching tarot, and the first class is going to be on July 17th. We're going to be discussing all about the 22 major arcana cards. And if you would like to participate or be part of the class or just get more information, feel free to email me. All my information is always in the description box below. Today we're going to be doing a general guidance. We haven't done one in a while, so I want you to pick a chakra point, the crown chakra being number 1, the sacral number 2, and the throat chakra number 3. And if you don't know or you're not sure, it's okay. You can just pick based on the color, based on what you see, based on the words on the card. Again, there is no right way of doing it. Just choose the one that you feel the most drawn to, or even the one that just kind of, I don't know, makes you even, sometimes when we get this feeling of like, I don't know, but I just don't like that one. Sometimes, you know what, there might be something there that you're not wanting to accept or you're not willing to see. So that could be another way of picking as well. So I do want to say thank you if you are new and you would like to be part of this beautiful community that we have created together. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram for more spiritual content, and card pulls and all of that good stuff is always on Instagram. Thank you to all my Patreon as well. So let's get started with pile number 1. Oh, before I do that, I do want to pick here on camera the mindful message for each pile. As you guys know, I love this deck here. This is the mindful messages cards, and I like to end the reading with a mindful message for every pile. So that is what we're going to be doing. So again, option number 1 is crown, sacral, or the throat chakra here. Okay, I'm going to pick 2 of them for each one. Okay. So let's get started with pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the crown chakra, this is your pile. So before we get started, I do want to talk a little bit about what is the crown chakra and why you might have picked this pile. So the crown chakra is the chakra that connects us. It's on top of your head. That's why it's called the crown chakra. And this chakra has to do with your spiritual awakening. So for many of you, you are currently going through a spiritual awakening, or you're about to go through a huge spiritual awakening. I feel as well this is your connection to spirit, right? This is your clarity. This is your union with higher self. This is your connection to source. This is where divine knowledge and wisdom can come in, and you can tap into this divine knowledge and wisdom. This is where your spiritual awareness comes from as well. This is where we have this energy of oneness and wholeness, and this is as well the crown chakra that has to do with understanding your spiritual journey and your spiritual connection and to all that is, right? So let's get started. The card says connection to divinity, endless wisdom, and guidance. So for a lot of you, I feel at this time you're going through a spiritual awakening. For a lot of you, you're waking up to your I am presence as well. Okay. For a lot of you, you're also seeking like what makes me whole, what makes me, you know. For others of you, you're looking at like, how can I experience more spirituality in my life? How can I express my divine light into the world? So for others of you, you're just going through this phase of like, how can I show up more authentic to the world around me, or to the connections around me, or to the people around me. And your crown chakra affirmation is for this pile: my crown chakra is open and receptive to receive the divine light of the cosmos, and every single cell of my being is radiating love and life at its full potential. The color associated with this is white with the crown chakra. So we have lapis lazuli, make a decision. So maybe you've been torn between pile number 1 or pile number 3. I feel like for a lot of you are seeking information about a decision, about something that you need to do here. And I feel like your guides are saying, for a lot of you, you're very claircognizant as well. Maybe you're feeling like you feel tingles on the top of your head, or like buzzing or vibration. I feel here that there's a lot of information, there's a lot of downloads that are coming your way in order for you to make a decision. For some of you, you do need to speak your truth as well with this lapis lazuli. For others of you, there's a lot of ancient wisdom from other lifetimes that you're tapping into in order for you to make a decision at this time. We have spirituality. Wow, pile number 1, you guys are so connected to source. I feel for a lot of you, your guides are wanting you to take time to meditate, okay? Take time to connect with your guides, however that looks like for you. For some of us, it's about listening to music. For others of us, it's through oracle or tarot. For others of us, it's through breath work, through meditation, yoga. There's so many different things that you can use, or methods, in order for you to connect with your guides. And I feel like pile number 1, your guides are urging you to connect more with them because they're trying to bring in information for you. Yeah, there is a higher presence trying to communicate with you at this time to help you with something, is what I'm picking up here. Arise, enlightening. Wow. I create my world. You are ready for a higher level of awareness and transformation. You guys, this is like judgment card right here. This is a judgment, and I'm pretty sure that's the crown chakra as well. You're going through a big awakening, pile number 1, and it's important for you to take time to go into this hermit mode if you feel called to do that, because I feel like you're going through a big spiritual shift right now, and you're making big life changes. Yeah, and I feel like it's important that you tap in to the guidance from your higher self and from your spiritual team in order for you to make the best decisions for yourself. Because it's like this paradigm shift is what I'm picking up here, pile number 1, for you. It's like everything around you is shifting. We have wisdom, learning, joy, art, and music. Yeah, there's like this new portal, 2 and 9/11. There's this new portal that is opening up for you in order for you to manifest a lot faster, a lot quicker. I feel like engaging in some type of creative activity will be very beneficial for you. For some of you, this could be art. For others of you, this could be music. But I feel like right now you're learning a lot spiritually, pile number 1. For a lot of you, you're turning into this beautiful swan. Sadness. For a lot of you, you're releasing. There's a lot of blue here. You might want to watch the throat chakra as well, pile, which is pile number 3. Because I feel like for a lot of you, there's a lot of sadness that you are not able to articulate or communicate or release in some way. And I feel like your guides are wanting you to let that go because it's aging you, not physically, you know, but spiritually, it's draining you. And I feel like for a lot of you, you might not even be aware from where is the sadness coming from. And I feel like your guides are trying to enlighten you. Why are you feeling this way? In order for you to deal with the situation head on. Wedding, for some of you, this could involve a marriage. Maybe you're not happy anymore in a marriage, okay? Or maybe there's a lot of fear that you won't get married, or maybe, you know, there's a lot of sadness when it comes to a connection or to a decision. For some of you, you're deciding and you don't know which path to choose. For some of you, it's like, do I choose to get married? Is this the right path for me? Wow. Like I said, these are life-changing decisions that you're making, pile number one. And that's why they're saying it's very important, because I feel like your spiritual team wants to enlighten you in something here. They either want to show you where is this fear coming from, where is this sadness coming from, and how is it not allowing you to see the joy in your life? Because for some of you, I feel like, yes, you might be making the wrong choice, right? You might not be making the right choice, especially for those who are doing something just because other people and what will people say. But I feel for others of you, what happened in the past is getting in the way of your future decisions. And it could be that your decisions will lead to a lot of joy, but again, these experiences from the past are not allowing you to see that. And so your guides are saying, tap in, connect with your crown chakra, meditate, do some automatic writing, because we're trying to enlighten something. We're trying to shed light in something. Oof. Okay, so if you came here with a yes or a no answer, your answer is a no. It's a flat out no with exclamation point. For some of you, this is about a contract, about a relationship, about a connection, about an agreement of some kind. Truth. Yeah, you guys gotta watch pile number 3. There is truth here. There's some type of truth that you're not accepting, pile number 1. And I feel like this is something that that Spirit has been trying to kind of connect with you or tell you, but for some reason I'm getting this energy of like, I'm not dealing with it today. I'm not dealing with it today. No, I don't have time. Or there's a sense of denial here. Celebration. Flourish. For others of you, you guys, pile number 1, maybe you feel like you had disconnected from source. Maybe you feel disconnected from source. Maybe you feel like, how can I reconnect through your crown chakra? Your chakra, that chakra is your connection to source. The truth is that you are connected. But your sadness is not allowing you to see that because you haven't been able to communicate that. You haven't been able to articulate that. For others of you, like I said, because of the sadness that you have been holding on to, it's like you can't see the truth that something is good, that something will lead to celebration, that something will flourish, that you will rise from this situation, that there will be more to something. Family. And for some of you, you're doing it because of family. You're doing it because it's what has always been done. And family is the energy of one, right? We are one family unit. Death. Big transformation. An organic transformation. This isn't like the tower. The tower to me is very left field. It's something that, you know, Spirit just comes in, thunder strikes, lightning strikes, and it's done. The death card, though, is organic. It's a process. Kind of like a flower. When it dries up, it's a process. It doesn't dry overnight. there is a big shift here, a big change here. Maybe to your family, maybe to a marriage, maybe to a contract, to an agreement of something, or to someone. Maybe you gotta know. Your guides are saying, we're trying to communicate to you why, but we need you to connect. We need you to reconnect with us. We want to show you why there are these twists and turns going on in your life right now. There's a truth here that you're not wanting to accept, that you're not wanting to see. And I'm not judging. I'm not judging. Because if I point the finger at you, I have 3 more pointing back at me. No. I've been here before. I know what this is like. I know some truths are hard to accept. You know, they taste like vinegar in our mouth. I know that. Especially truth about family or about a relationship. They're not easy to accept. They're not easy to see. Sometimes it's easier to turn a blind eye to certain things. That's the reason why I'm not judging. But your guides are saying it's time for you to know a truth in order for change to happen, in order for something else to flourish, in order for celebration to come in. But first we need to accept the truth here. Forgive and forget. For some of you, like I said, if your past is holding you back, your guides are saying this is it. We're calling judgment on it. We're forgiving it. We're letting it go. We're releasing it in order for things to shift. Preparation come to fruition. Something beautiful wants to come through. There's a beautiful harvest that wants to come to you. But if you're holding on to the past and you're not forgiving and you're not forgetting, now forgiving doesn't mean you accept a person's behavior. It doesn't mean that you're saying what they did was okay. Forgiveness is for you to find peace, for you to move on, for you to find clarity, for you to feel lighter. And your guides are wanting you to do that, but it's very important for you to connect with them. So let's look at your mindful messages. Let me just accommodate myself in my chair here okay, there we go. So your mindful message to wrap up your reading is balance. There could be some type of agreement. Maybe you're dealing with a Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. We have, I surround myself with people I love and enjoy my time with. But I also take time to nurture my relationship with myself. I have found a healthy balance between being with friends and having self-care time. That's important. Maybe you overgive to family. Maybe you overgive to a marriage or to a relationship, or maybe to your work. Maybe you haven't been making time for spirit. Your other message is personal journey. I allow what feels right within me. Oh, I allow what feels right within me. That's interesting. That was channeled. Okay. So if something feels right to you, allow yourself to feel that. Allow yourself to pursue that. For some of you, it's hard for you to do that because maybe you have family that, tells you that what you're feeling or what you are seeing is not correct. Give yourself permission to feel how you feel. I follow what feels right within me without needing validation from others. We are each on our own journey, and mine does not need to look like anyone else's. My enjoyment and satisfaction is validation enough. Exactly. This is your journey. You're the one walking. You're the one taking the steps. You're the one making the decisions. You're the one going through your experiences. So your only opinion, or the only opinion that should matter, is yours. And that's why I feel like it came out channeled. Allow yourself to feel. Because if it feels right and it feels satisfying and it feels happy and it feels exciting for you and it feels balanced, why not go for that? That is your sign that that is the right choice for you. So that is what I have for you, pile number 1. If it resonated, hit that like button, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you very much if you follow me on Instagram. And thank you to all of you who have signed up for my tarot course. Bye. Hello, if you picked the sacral chakra, this is your pile. We're going to be putting the mindful messages to the side towards the end of your reading. Pile number 1 was very intense, so let me just kind of cleanse the energy here with my spiritual spray here, because I just want to clear the energy out. Okay, so if you picked the sacral chakra, let's talk a little bit about what could that mean for you. Why were you led to this pile? So the sacral chakra, the color associated with it is orange. And this is a chakra that relates to your flexibility, your creativity, your inspiration, your relationships, your desires, your appetite, your addictions as well. It also relates to your karmic partners. Wow, that was channeled. Or karmic patterns as well. It deals with your sexuality, with your sensuality. It relates to your community, your family, and tribe as well, to your emotional intelligence, to your pleasure and passion, and also to your self-acceptance and gratitude and fulfillment of desires. So this is where the new ideas stem from. This is where our creativity comes from as well. So let's have a look here. And your sacral chakra affirmation is: my sacral chakra is balanced and aligned, and I am a creative, sensual expression of love that relates to others with ease and grace. So let's have a look here. Let's see. When this chakra is out of balance, it could lead towards a lot of anxiety and fear. We have Azurite, get laser focused. Okay, so your guides are saying it's time to get focused. It's not time to be getting distracted with anything right now. Your guides are saying get focused when it comes to your projects, your ideas, the things that you're passionate about. We have Innocence here. Tangerine, interesting, because tangerine will be a scent that I associate with the sacral just because it's orange as well. I feel like there's a need for you to connect with your inner child, I feel here. I'm also getting that for some of you, you might be carrying a heavy burden right now, or there might be a lot of responsibilities around you. And I feel like your guides are saying there's certain things. It's important that you prioritize right now, pile number 2, because I feel like you might be wasting your energy on things that might not be important right now. Your guides are saying prioritize and only do what needs to be done today or right now at this present time, or what's important is what your guides are saying. We have Magnolia, amplify. For a lot of you, I'm also getting there's a sense of like timing. I don't know. I'm hearing like a clock. There's something with timing here. It's like you're wanting something to unfold right away. You're wanting something to happen right away, but your guides are saying allow things to unfold here for you. Allow things to happen naturally. Especially when we're doing something creative. You know it's a process. And your guides are saying it's time for you to honor your process, but also the process of your creative endeavors, of your passion, of your ideas. Allow things to come together is what I'm picking up for you, pile number 2. We have here deep emotions, unknown feelings, past life influences. 15, the devil energy, addictions. For some of you, you have to look at how are you... I lost the term. What are your coping mechanisms? There we go. Because for a lot of you, it's like this energy of like, I don't know how to label a feeling that I have. And this could be something that comes from your past life or something that comes from you growing up as well. Is this energy of maybe you never expressed your emotions, or maybe you didn't have the environment that will allow you to do that, and so you never really learned at that time how to label certain feelings or how to deal with certain feelings, and for some of you the way you cope is unhealthy for you. And it doesn't have to be addictions like, you know, drugs and alcohol. It could be things like overeating. It could be things like when you're feeling really sad, you crave a lot of sugar or a lot of sweets or things like this. Okay? Or for others of you, it could be something like, you know, maybe you don't, like you get very sleepy or very tired or very unmotivated as well. Or maybe you go back to old patterns that are not healthy for you. Because for a lot of you, it feels like your energy is being amplified, or your energy, your emotions are being amplified right now. Pain. For a lot of you, like I said, there's this energy of like, I don't know how to label my emotions. There's this deep emotion of pain here. And I feel like this is affecting how you view your relationships, but also your creativity as well. For a lot of you, this pain has led you towards a lot of unhealthy relationships. I have to say it. The root chakra. We have attraction. There's a lot of childhood healing here. There's something in your life that you keep attracting over and over again. And your guides are saying this is also something that you've dealt with in a past life. And there's a lot of pain around this. For some of you, you tend to attract a lot of partners who are just in it for a lot of sexual activity. They're very sexual in nature. Very passionate, very intense energy. And I feel like this is kind of like your guilty pleasure in a way. Okay, there's something here that it's like, I'm not supposed to. And it's like a distraction for you. And your guides are saying, we're illuminating this. We're amplifying this for you to see where the pain is coming from. Where does the wound lie? Because this is the reason why we keep attracting what we're attracting. Within the next few weeks. So if you're waiting for something is coming for you or to you within the next few weeks. Wisdom. Honor yourself. Release. Yeah, you're releasing a lot of pain. A lot of pain here. A lot of trauma in order for you to take action towards your creativity, toward your goals, the things that you're passionate about. Yes, inner child healing here. The heart chakra. There could be a wound around childhood. There's something here. Something happened when you were a child. that created some type of a coping mechanism, whether this be that you're very protective, you don't open your heart space to a lot of people, okay? Or it can lead to other different types of coping mechanisms. But there's something here that happened in childhood that you're currently healing. Number 17, the Star card. I feel here as well, you're a very sensitive person, or you were always very sensitive as a child, and you just couldn't label the feelings, is what I'm getting here. Like, you couldn't label the feelings. You couldn't take time to honor your feelings, yet alone honor yourself. But I feel like your guides are pushing you to break away from this in order for you to take action, because this wounding has given you a lot of wisdom. You're very wise. Maybe you had to grow up very young. Yeah. And for some of you, this turned you into the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords doesn't deal with any BS. The Queen of Swords will say it how it needs to be said. And for many of you, you built these walls around you with this Queen of Swords energy. But again, the Queen of Swords is the director. The Queen of Swords is directing her mind. And the Queen of Swords says, get focused. Get focused. You know what you need to do. For a lot of you, you're cutting out a lot of patterns, cycles, or people around you. For a lot of you, you're cleaning house. You're just like, you know what? I am not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm not, you're just letting go of relationships, connections, jobs, situations, things that are no longer healthy for you. That they were in some way a coping mechanism for you to mask the pain. I personally love the Queen of Swords. I know a lot of people, she gets a bad rap. That she's very, like, mean and, to not say the B word, but I personally like her. I feel like she's someone who draws the line in the sand for sure. She doesn't engage in pettiness. She doesn't engage in drama. She doesn't engage in none of that. She's above all of that. Reflect on your truth. She stands on her truth. For some of you, you haven't even taken time to reflect your own truth about what happened when you were a child. And I feel like your guides are saying it's very important for you to take time, for you to honor yourself, to reflect on your truth, and to feel the pain if you have pain and let it go. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's something that will happen fast. It's a process. The farther gate, bold step forward. 55. Maybe you're seeing a lot of 555, maybe 17. I feel like as well, your guides are saying it's time for you to take that bold step forward, to take action, to honor yourself, honor your wisdom, honor your truth, walk in your truth. Yes, you went through some painful things, but don't let that define who you are or where you are going in life. Let that wisdom, let that experience amplify you, your energy. Let it remind you just how strong you are. And if you're still being hard on yourself for a decision that you made in the past, remind yourself that you did the best that you could with what you knew at that time. But now you know better. Now you can do better. Now you have a different understanding of your journey and of who you are as well. I feel like the Queen of Swords is like, with her hand, she's like, look, there's a new gate open for you. You have gotten to a certain point, but now you're ready to move further to the next gate. And that next gate looks more prestige in a way, right? This one doesn't have like the decorations on top, but this one does over here in the back. There's a new door. There's something that I feel like they're saying you're ready. You're ready. You've mastered something. You've honored something within you. And if you haven't yet, and you're like, why hasn't a certain door opened for me? It's because there's something within you that you haven't quite assimilated. Not assimilated. Oh my God. Processed. I don't even know why I said assimilated, but okay. You haven't yet reflected on it, and you have to. For some of you, you got to speak your truth here. So let's see, what is your mindful message? We have the clouds. Interesting, because the Queen of Swords rises above the clouds. And it says, the better it gets. When things happen that cause me to feel good, I know there are much more good feeling things coming my way. The better it gets, I keep rising up. Yeah, that's your guidance. You will rise up. You are rising up. You are. Just stay focused. The Queen of Swords is focused. She's laser focused. For a lot of you, yeah, there's a lot of pain and anger that you need to release here from something that happened in childhood. Releasing anger. Anger is a natural emotion, but I recognize that holding on to it can be toxic for me. I look at the person who has caused me pain and see them as the human being they are. I release the anger I feel and free myself. Freeing myself and expanding to love. For a lot of you, you got to free yourself from something that happened in the past because you're still holding on to it. Maybe because you feel that that person is not reflecting the truth that you feel. There's this beautiful saying, I don't remember how it goes. You guys, I'm so bad at this, but I'm kind of seeing it in my mind where it says, you got to accept that even though you acted from a place of integrity and truth, you don't get to tell someone else how they perceive the story. You know, we got to accept that sometimes, even though we did the best that we could, we can actually be a villain in someone else's story because that's the way they're seeing it. And we're no one to tell them how they should see their story. So that is what I have for you, pile number 2. Take care of yourselves. If it resonated, hit that like button, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that you will get notified every time I upload. And thank you to all of you who have purchased your ticket for the tarot class. Thank you, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye. Hello, if you picked the throat chakra, this is your pile. So let's have a look here and let's see. So if you pick this pile, you might be doing a lot of work when it comes to your throat chakra. The throat chakra, the color that vibrates or corresponds to this chakra is the color blue. And this chakra relates to your listening, to your communication, to your life purpose, to your truth, to you aligning to your soul's purpose through your expression, creativity. This is all about you finding your voice, finding your self-expression. And also the affirmation for this chakra is, I communicate with ease and grace, and I am safe to express my truth. Okay. So pile number 3. You might be coming from pile number 1 because there was a lot of overlap in energies with the 1 and 3. Maybe you've been seeing 13 a lot. Who knows? But I feel at this time your guides are wanting you to communicate, to say something, whether this be honesty with yourself or with someone else. Okay, I feel for a lot of you it's time for you to also express your creative truth. For others of you, you're being pushed to follow or to pursue your life's purpose, your life's mission is what I'm getting here. And for some of you, you're meant to be doing something in the communications, okay? Whether this be speech pathology, whether this be, someone who gives seminars, speeches, teaches, things like this, or someone who writes, who vlogs, a public speaker of some kind. But I'm also getting here, if you're waiting for news or communication, it's coming your way. We have here rose quartz. Open your heart. Open your heart to honest communication with others, especially in relationships here, but also with self, with that rose quartz. I feel for a lot of you, you just went through a heart chakra kind of like tower moment. Something significant could have happened in your relationship, whether this be romantic, platonic, or friendship, or work. Like there's something here that really opened your heart chakra, and I feel like it did create like a wounding. It did create a lot of sadness or a lot of emotion here, and I feel like this needed to happen in order for you to connect with your truth. Okay, I feel like in some way that was an activation for many of you. In order to bring in balance and healing energy, expansion. Yeah. Your tender heart is in need of care. Know that your body is here to help you experience a miraculous life. Embrace it. Yeah, for a lot of you just went through, your heart chakra might be kind of tender right now. Maybe you're feeling very emotional. Maybe you're feeling very wounded. Work with rose quartz to help you connect with the energy of love. For a lot of you, you need to bring in love into your communication as well. Soften. Woman's. Wow. Allow yourself to see things from your heart center. From that place, allow your intuition to guide you. Yeah. For a lot of you, you needed to go through this awakening in order for you to step back into this divine feminine energy. For a lot of you right now, you might not be feeling very optimistic when it comes to your future, but your guides are saying have faith, trust. Right now, for some of you, you might be feeling like you're in this maze and you're just like, I don't know, I don't know if I will be able to get out of this situation. Huron is standing on your own 2 feet. That is what the Huron totem means to me. That is a totem that works with me a lot. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're learning to depend on yourself. It could be that someone just walked away from your life, or there is this like sudden, like, oh my God, I thought I dealt with this and now it's back type of energy here. You got to step into this energy of unconditional love with the 5 and the 1 being 6 for yourself and for your journey, to honor your truth. to be optimistic about how your future looks like, whether this be in a relationship or just with yourself and your goals. Religious factors. For some of you, this could be with a twin. This is my twin card in this deck. But I also feel here honoring your truth. What resonates with you? What spiritual beliefs were you brought up when you were living, right? With your upbringing, but are no longer part of your spiritual path, letting them go, releasing them, trusting that if they no longer resonate with you, it's okay for you to let them go and be optimistic about it. Know that you're honoring your truth. No need to worry. So for some of you, whatever it is that you're currently worried about, pile number 3, your guides are saying you don't need to worry. Okay, they're taking care of it. You're going to be okay. Change. Trust in the changes. Because the moment you accept your truth, the moment you honor your truth, everything around you starts shifting. Communication. Yes, that throat chakra right there. Energy. Wow, speak your truth. Pile number 3. You have to speak your truth. Whatever that looks like for you. By you speaking your truth, by you living in your truth, that is when change can happen. That is when the energy shifts. But if you keep suppressing your truth, then you cannot expand. But a lot of you are so afraid of speaking your truth. You're so afraid of living in your truth, living in authenticity, because you're afraid of what other people will say, or you're afraid of the changes that will come if you do that. But your guides are saying you're being pushed towards expansion, towards trust, faith, towards optimism. We have here visualization. Again, going back to this joyous view of the future. For a lot of you, what worries you is because you cannot see beyond your physical eye. But there's a need for you to see with your spiritual eyes. Because your spiritual eyes, your third eye, can see far beyond what your physical eyes can. For a lot of you, you've been getting a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities, a lot of intuitive nudges from your spiritual team. Your guides are wanting you to visualize what you want to experience in your future, for your future. And you have to do this from a place of truth. 919 might be significant. Maybe your birthday's on September 19th. I don't know. Or maybe your life path number 9. Or maybe this is a combination that you have been seeing a lot recently. But I'm getting this energy of, for a lot of you, you're getting a lot of visions, a lot of dreams. And they're wanting you to take action on them. To nurture them. To know that abundance will come from your visions, your ideas, your dreams. Your third eye right now is so open. Now I know why you're very linked to pile number 1. Because pile number 1 was all about spirituality and their spiritual journey and their spiritual awakening. And you guys are there. And I feel like you guys already went through the process of the spiritual awakening. But now it's kind of this energy of like, how do I speak it? How do I say it? How do I implement it in my life? How can I put this in my journey? You know, this energy of blending, but fearing the changes that are coming with it. The moon. There's a lot of fear here. This full moon that's coming up on the 24th will be very, very significant for you, pile number 3. Pay attention of the dreams that you're getting, the visions that you're getting, the intuitive hits that you're getting. Because I feel like there's a lot of information coming in. A lot. Do not be afraid of the unknown. Do not be afraid of the changes. You will need to make necessary sacrifices. And that might be something that you're fearing. Because you know this, you can sense this. Like I said, your third eye is very, very open, pile number 3. And I feel like your guides are saying, but they're necessary sacrifices. And we all make sacrifices in life. There's not one person in the world who at some point had to make a sacrifice. But make sure you're not sacrificing your truth in the process. Fool's embrace, transmuting pain. Yeah, maybe you're seeing 222. You're transmuting the pain, the fear. Again, that full moon. The full moon on the 24th in the sign of Capricorn is going to be very significant for you, pile number 3. Very significant. So pay attention to the energy around that full moon. Yeah, there's something here. You're learning from your spiritual experiences. They're showing me is it the flower of life? Life flower? I believe it's the flower of life. It's a lot of expansion, a lot of creativity. Okay, your mindful message is, it's not personal. People's reactions or opinions of me are really not about me at all. People tend to project their own insecurities or fears onto another. So when someone speaks unkindly to me, I'll remember they have something going on that has nothing to do with me. That is very true, pile number 3. How someone reacts or how someone behaves has nothing to do with you. It has something to do with them. There's a pain within them. It could be, pile number 3, that someone said something and it triggered you. And your guides are like, what is the truth behind that? Your last message here. Look at that. The mirror. You're like a mirror to others, but also right now there's a lot of mirroring in your relationships. I am beautiful just as I am. I am loved just as I am. I am worthy just by being me. I don't need to fit in. I just need to be myself, and the right people will come into my life. Those who see and appreciate me for all that I am. Exactly. The moment you honor your truth, your tribe will come in. Change will happen, but it's positive change because it will be change that is in alignment with your truth, with your purpose, with who you are. Not with your pain, not with your fears, but with your soul. So that is what I have for you, pile number 3. If it resonated, hit that like button, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram for more spiritual content. And thank you very much to all of you who have already signed up for the tarot class. If you are interested, feel free to email me. Everything is in the description box below. Bye.